What's up guys, today I'm going to be doing a review of the Tachon HD helmet camera. And to start off I'm just going to talk about some of the accessories that come with this camera bundle. And then once we get through that I'll start talking about the specs of the camera itself. So the first things first, you'll see the box it comes in. Once you open it up you'll find all of the items that you see here. Included in that will be this little pamphlet that shows everything that's included in this package. Getting into the mounting attachments, we have a mount here for a tripod. It has an opening for a 1/4-inch bolt as you see on most tripods. The second one here in the middle is a contour mount, and this is so you can attach your Tachon HD camera to a helmet. And to be able to do that, they supply you with 8 inches of dual lock Velcro. And to be able to do that, all you have to do is attach a little bit to the contour mount itself and then a little bit to your helmet. The third clip we see here is a clip mount, and this could be used to attach to a hat or your clothing. It's fairly adjustable, as you can see. It rotates almost 180 degrees this way, and it can also turn side to side. And then once you get it in a position you like, you can tighten it down with an Allen key that is provided in the bundle. Down here we see a micro SD adapter chip, and if you have an SD card slot on your computer, this works quite well for this camera. This camera actually uses a micro SD card, so what you do is put it into the adapter and then plug this into your computer. Now the micro SD card is actually sold separately from this bundle, so you'd have to buy it separately. This particular chip holds 8 gigabytes, but on Tachon's website you'll be able to find ones with different carrying capacities. Now you do have to buy the SD card separately, but if you do not have an SD card slot on your computer, you're not out of luck. Tachon provides you with a USB cable to be able to hook the camera up directly to your computer, and from there you'll be able to look at your files and download them, stuff like that. This thing over here is just a safety tether that you can attach through the camera so it doesn't go flying off your helmet in the event that that does happen. To be honest though, I've never had that problem. It locks in pretty well to each of these mounts. To show you guys an example of that, I have the camera here and you see these 3 divots, and then on the inside of the mounts there's those 3 bumps, and it just clicks into place like that, and it's really sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. This odd looking shape here is actually the camera cover. It's a rainproof cover that also acts as impact armor for those of you who airsoft or paintball, or maybe if you want to use this for biking or off-roading, you don't want rocks getting kicked up your camera. This will work just fine for that. Once slipped onto the camera you'll still be able to access the power button. All you have to do is to press this button right here. The rainproof cover and impact armor also allows room for you to have a clip on. Any of these are the same size, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. Some of you might wonder if this impact armor and rainproof cover will reduce the sound quality. I've actually tested this before, and even with the rainproof cover on you can still hear everything through the mic quite clearly. I'll put a link in the description for you guys to go check out some test footage. I had gone hiking with it, so if you want to check that out, you can. The impact armor also at the front has a piece of either glass or plastic, I'm not really sure, but it prevents the BBs or paintballs from breaking the actual camera screen itself. But having this on actually doesn't reduce the video quality either. As long as you have this relatively clean, it should be fine. Now I'm going to go ahead and clear all of this stuff off, and we'll actually start getting into some of the specs of the camera. So this is the Tachon HD camera. It's really small. You can see it's only as big as about my thumb. This camera shoots around 30 frames per second in 720p HD. It has an internal shakeproof battery, this way you're not going to lose any of your footage. On a full charge it should last you for about 4 hours or more. Now you can also switch from video to time-lapse pictures. If you move this switch to the picture icon, it will take a picture every 2 seconds until you tell it to stop. This switch over here with the lock icons isn't actually really a lock on your camera. What it does is if you're recording and then you push it to the lock, it'll actually pause your recording and then you can start it back up. To turn it on, all you have to do is hold the power button, then you'll hear that noise and it will turn red. And then as soon as you turn it on, it starts recording, and it will be doing that right now. To turn it back off, all you have to do is do the same thing. You hold the power button until it starts beeping, and then you know it's off. Below the power button we see this little tab here, and we lift that up and we'll see the spot for the USB cable as well as the spot for the SD card. To take the SD card out, I actually just use the adapter because it's the same size, and I just push in and you pull it back out. When you insert the SD card, you want to make sure that the metal faces are facing upwards. And then to put it back in, all you have to do is do the same thing, just go until it clicks. And again, if you don't have an SD card slot on your computer, you can always hook the USB cable up to your computer and then to this spot on the camera. Now the camera is actually exactly symmetrical on all sides, so you may wonder, how do I tell which way is up? The way you do that is you find the black Tachon logo, and that's actually the upward facing one. From the back you can also tell by which way the icons are facing. On the HD camera you don't want to go by the white Tachon HD logo, that's actually upside down, so you want it facing this way, with this side facing up when you're either filming or taking pictures. The price you'll pay for this camera is $140, and you get all the extras that I showed you in the beginning of the video. The micro SD card is also required for you to be able to film. but again, that is sold separately from this bundle. Overall, I think that's a really great price to pay for an HD helmet camera like this one. It's cheaper than a GoPro and just about the same quality. And you can also buy gun cam attachments for this camera, so you can attach it to, say, your paintball or airsoft guns or even your hunting rifle. And I'll be doing a review separate from this one on those mounts. So in the description you'll be able to find a link to that video. I will also have links in the description to my test footage for this camera. I have some test footage of me shooting my airsoft guns, as well as some of when I went hiking with the rainproof cover on. I think that's going to conclude this review though on the Tachon Ops HD helmet camera. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions, I'm happy to help, so leave them below or send me a private message. If there's anything you'd like to know that I left out in this review, I'd be more than happy to point you guys in the right direction. Other than that, guys, I'd say go check out those other videos if you're interested, and I will see you in the next video I have up.